friction. Trying to get this in time. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. Dave. Reaching out to Chad. Welcome. Out to the one that like the Asher fan. Lavalaire. Yo, big up Mars. I see you. I see you. I fucking hate Twitch intros. Just turn the shit on. Hey, big up Mars. 60 months. Happy 5 years, brother. Thank you very much for being yourself. I can't believe we've not met, Mars. I come to fucking Sydney about 3 times. We never met. So it's a madness. Just remembered I have a chocolate sitting on the bench and I need to go get it because I want to eat it. Can't find the bastard. So yeah, big up Mars. What's going on? He's got the Rona. Fuck. Mars. Heaps of fucking Sydney-siders got the Rona, right? I hear it's a thing, like loads of different influenza strains and ting. Anyway, who's here? The captain of Pie is once awake. Good morning. Afternoon, evening. Hello. What's going on, movers and groovers? How you feeling? Gutter's in the house. What up, Guds? How you doing, brother? Gutter says he's delaying his stream because he keeps missing these. Well, they're not that exciting, surely. Out to the Eurus Chan. Out to Nate Raider. The Silico Sounds. Javier Galeas. Hola, ¿qué tal? Yeah, hello. I just transferred a lot of music onto a hard drive, which is there. Tooth feels fucking weird. Ashavin's put me on the big TV. Lucky I got clothes on. I just transferred a ridiculous amount of music onto here without putting any of it through record box, hence why the screen is blank. It's still there, but yeah, blank screen. It's like DJing when you have skill and you don't look at the screen. So I'm going to play some of those songs because far out I found a ridiculous amount of great music. Stuff that I hadn't seen in many moons, stuff that I probably own all of it on vinyl, which is ridiculous. But stuff that I'd missed. We may go a little deeper, if that's okay, if that's all right. Yeah, I don't know, there's just... I miss my records, I'll be honest with you. I miss my records. So I was looking through this stuff and I was like, dang it. Stuff like this. It's a very, 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 very special tune to me. It will not come up on the Tune ID bot, I know it. Hope if I don't have that turned off. Manual DJing, ridiculousness, right? This is from 1998. It's from a Norwegian label called Beat Service. The artists are DJ TB, who you will be familiar with, and his one-time partner, who simply went by the letter K. He also went by the name of Polar, but this record was TB and K. Good night, old friend.
Good night, old friend. Sleep well.
It's called A Voice in the Wilderness. If you'd ever sat down and thought, I wonder what Norwegian drum and bass was like in 1996, 7, 8, 9, it was like this. But I have played this to people before who have told me they can't pick up where the one is. It's elementary to me, but it was there. Sent the new TB album in the week. He finally has it wrapped up. I lie, he sent it to me last week. I took one full week to reply. To TB's message. I think he was, he thought I'd left him on red. But I needed some time. I wonder if I can find the message. It's taken me so long to get back to you about this because, to be honest, I didn't want to rush experiencing your album. I wanted to soak it up and listen to it in the car and on speakers and on AirPods and on trains and on planes, and that's what I've done. So it's just it's hard to describe how good it is. Obviously The Way is the single, right? Mama Reed's vocals are ridiculous. I really hope that for what it's worth, the radio in the UK gets behind that, because that is a fucking anthem. You should be hell proud. I know you are anyway, because you wouldn't have let me hear it if you weren't. But thank you for sending it. Sorry it took so long to get back to you, but fucking parenting in Australia and all that jazz. Mate, So good. So good. I've got no more words. I've listened to it about fucking 50 times. It's just been on my regular rotation since the day you sent it. Can't wait for it to come out. Are you doing vinyl? Talk to you soon. 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 I'll play you his reply if you want. 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 I'll play you his reply. 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 We're going to go a little left of centre this evening, I think. Play a few nice ones, a few thinking man's ones. I was cracking the shits in my Discord a little bit ago, a little hour or two ago. So it'd be nice to just get a bit serious, a bit grown up. You feel me? Out to the salty, the tater. Hello. From Washington, D.C., this is Thunderball. It's called Vai Vai. Very svelte selection, Guds. Dave, you need to move home. Or just do audio. I don't move much. Fantastic duo, these two. Thunderball. I think this came out in like year 2001 from an album called Scorpio and Rising. You should get it. It's really good. He needs new batteries now. Oh, there he goes. Chef. How you doing, Paulie? Playing some nice songs. No fast car just yet, Paulie. This one's from an artist called Funkin' Flex. I feel like it was an alias, possibly for the artist known as Fellowship. So I don't remember them doing much other than records on his label. It's called Flow With Me. How do I remember the words? Joy of Heaven. I haven't heard this for 15 years, I reckon. Flow with me, feel my rhythm, rolling free. There's no pressure. Oh, a fucking smooth tune. Saxophone. I remember too much stuff. The saxophone, there's a little drum fill coming now at the end of this 8. How do I remember? Ready? Here it comes. I know we've got to do another 16 first. Welcome, Sheriff Kevin. Hello. But yeah, just the detail of shit that I remember bugs me sometimes. Well, I'll get it right this time. Here comes that little drum roll. Little break, Phil. It's too much. Easy, Deegan. Deegan. How you doing? The fuck, Gutter? What are you saying? You can contact Twitch, your bot a lot. I don't have a bot. Oh, the Stream Element one. So I can use your emotes. Okay. It's been like that for 5 years, Gutter. Do I change it? It's been broken for 5 years. I just kind of got into it, you know. Feel my rhythm, rolling free. There's no pressure as I go. Yeah. I fucking love this song. This label could put no foot wrong, and then it just ended itself one day. Very sad times. Hello to the Trout and friends. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. What are you doing? Denzel says, hi, I'm new here. No, you're fucking not. You liar. I've seen you before, Denzel. Because I said, where's Denzel number 1? Out to the Geo. Hello. Feeling like a long stream tonight. I think we're going to be here for a while. Did I say hello to Sheriff Kevin? I think I did. Everyone, please say hello to Sheriff Kevin for me. Out to the one precisely like the Mitch Kramer. Good afternoon, morning, evening to you, Mitch. Thank you for your resub, brother. Appreciate this support, Mitch. Thank you. Welcome, Jono. Hello. Scribble Hearts is an Australian. I identify as one of those also. Welcome. A unique fashion. Are you going to see Craze tonight, Ashford? Because I just missed him here in Perth and I'm bummed. I was in England. How nice. Raving friends are important. The sounds of John B. Shout to the Salvo subs inside. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Nice. Up to the Scribble Hearts, thank you. Rocking that stupid dope mix.
Rocking the stupid dope mix.
I think it's Roxanne Shantay, isn't it?
Rocking the stupid dope mix.
Yes, yes. The glitch bitch. Out on the sub for 13. Thank you. She smells like a pack of Winnie Reds. And Melbourne Bitter. Go on. Go on, lady. Fucking crazy. Wheel and come again, my selector. We're digging through tunes I haven't played for a minute or three. The sounds of the Ed Rush, the Optical, the Rhyme Time, the Scratch Perverts. Let's get ill. A winner! This does not happen often. Disgusting. Hello, car. Welcome. Thank you for your resub. Digging into some treats this evening. Some grown-up music. volume's down really low if you can't work that out. Couple of funky mixes, that would be why. Although every time I say that, people are like, we didn't notice, and I think I should have just said nothing. Car? Can this be it? Something with a bit more preparation, perhaps. The pressure. Wolf says, is that glitch? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you glitch? No, it is logistics, but it's blackout. It says it there. You see the words. To refusal, easy. This one is No Time to Love by Marky and Bungle, one of my favorites. This is the release mix though, and the dub plate mix was a bit different. It had a vocal in it I think he took out. Maybe he left it in, let's see. I actually have a very fond memory of this record. I remember playing it at a gig in Perth, and it was like a big triple header drum and bass headliner kind of thing. It was me and Zinc and London Electricity and a whole bunch of people. And I remember Zinc said about my set, this is something that stuck with me probably for 17 years. He said, you played some very brave tunes. And I was like, fuck, what does that mean? But he meant it in the best way possible. Like the set wasn't obvious, you know. I played this record, I played a lot of shit that was like not easy tunes, you know. Very El Hornet selection. Fuck, I don't know how you describe it. Some brave tunes, like this one. This isn't brave, I think this is just good. So I played some good tunes as well. Right refusal, totally. Look at that strum. Big up the strum on the 59th month. Oh, the vocal is in this tune. Emergency, come with me. Hang on a sec, what happened? Here it comes. Name and shame, Ashafin, name and shame. Sounds of Klute. Lute. Watkiss, MBE on the vocals. Bass! I love this song so much. It's Makoto-san from Tokyo. With Metalhead's resident MC Cleveland Watkiss on the vocal.
to survive in a world of destruction. Tough when you're young, reading the system for justice. Open your eyes, it's pure devastation, it is this.
Easy now. Come on then.
Survive in a world of destruction. Tough when you're young, reading the system for justice. Open your eyes, it's pure devastation, it is this. Once I had a dream, we were young and once invincible. Once I had a dream, no formal care, yes. Once I had a dream, I was strong and took no arrogance. Once I had a dream, I just wish I could move with you somewhere. It's tough at the top, tough at the bottom, hard to survive in a world of destruction. Tough when you're young, eating the system for justice. Open your eyes, it's pure devastation, it is this.
This is what we used to open club nights with. No, like opening the doors and going balls to the wall. We would play this stuff first in the start of the night before midnight.
I was looking over my shoulder. But I would always check behind. But I was looking over. Too many people wanna play with your mind. Tough at the top, tough at the bottom, hard to survive
Tuesday night.
Easily is the sign of the time. I've been waiting on my mind. Easily is the sign of the time. I've been waiting on my mind. Easily is the sign of the times. I've been waiting on my mind. Easily is the sign of the times. I've been waiting on my mind.
Squealer, I bet you say that to all the boys. Maybe, Squealer, maybe. How long would you like it? State of mind.
I lose myself and lose control. I'm falling down the rabbit hole, and I'm long gone.
You actually played in Perth last night. Oh, Kev did it, as I did it as well. You can refund yourself, Kev, because I was doing it. I did it. Yeah, Calix played in Perth last night. I didn't go. I'll tell you why I didn't go. Because it was late. Fucking kids footy at 8 o'clock this morning. And, I was like, Calix set till 1. Ugh. Sheriff Kevin is now the DJ. Look into my eyes. I am now the DJ. The old me would have. Yeah, Mars, I actually have been surfing 5 days in a row this week. I surfed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And my body was like, hey, you, just chill out a little bit. Don't go dancing as well. footy was great.
Paper planes flying out of sight. Kaleidoscope in black and white. Paralyzed by what you do. Indecision, catch 22. Another life, another time. Another superficial state of mind.
How's his voice though?
Lose myself and lose control. I'm falling down the rabbit hole, and I'm long gone.
Interestingly, Calix used to be two people back in the day.
Paper planes flying out of sight. Kaleidoscope in black and white. Paralyzed by what you do. Indecision, catch 22. Another life, another time. Another superficial state of mind.
I forget the name of the other guy. I think his name was John.
I lose control.
It's coming to me.
I'm falling down the rabbit hole, and I'm long gone.
Look it up on Discogs. I'm not gonna.
And I'm long gone.
If you look up records like Double Zero by Calix on Moving Shadow, it'll have the other guy on it, as well as Larry.
Out of sight.
There you go, Chris.
Another time. State of mind.
Yeah, see, Wolf knows what's up. Calix used to sound very different to how you probably remember him, or how you're probably used to him sounding kind of recently, I guess. He's gone through a lot of changes in his sound, and then when him and TB started in 2005, they too sounded very different to how they ended up sounding. I believe this was their debut as Calix and TB. On Moving Shadow, it was Cyclone and Follow the Leader. But this was raw. This was a big tune for me. I play this next one a lot. It was the perfect match of styles, I think. Welcome to the Daikon Stew. I'm very grateful for your resub, thank you. 45 god diggity damn months. Nice one, respect. You're welcome, Squeals. Good to see ya. Mars was on the Discord. We like that. I had what could possibly be perceived as a bit of a sad on the Discord. I had a little bit of a very minor rant. Fuck, I could have gone in on that one. I was very restrained, I think. But seeing someone play Bluey in a DJ set, I was like, just fucking get out of here. Had to hold it down, you know what I mean? Don't get me started. I just can't stand that sort of shit. Easy, Dave Jackson. Speaking of real fucking DJs, not some Mickey Mouse bullshit. Here's Dave Jackson to show us how it's done. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you aren't following Dave Jackson here on Twitch, I know there's 82 of you here, but if you're not following Dave Jackson here on Twitch and watching his streams, all 82 of you, fuck you in the face. I mean it. Sounds of Matrix and Danny J. Asher fan does not get it in the face. She understood the assignment. Dave, I know about the reunion. I don't know if I'm going to be here. Let me check. Maybe. What a beautiful piece of drum and bass that was. Ashford says so much phrasing. Phrasing. Hello gang, how are you? It's Saturday night here in Western Australia. It's 10:23 in the PM. I'm spending my evening with you, and you are spending your morning, afternoon, evening with I. Respect. Thank you. I was just having a dig through some things, and I found that there. The threat of getting smashed in the face was too much. Few usernames. If you know what's good for you. There's my Chippy says, love seeing you live makes my day. Mine too, because my mental state is always improved by being here. Dave Jackson says, it'll suit you too. The firm played alternative music till there'll be punk. I remember, Dave, being too young to go to the firm. I think it must have closed the year I turned 18. I turned 18 in 94 though. But I was going to the loft, and I guess all the stragglers from the firm were going to the loft, maybe. I remember the goths at my high school talking about it in about 1990 when I was a wee tacker. You know, the frizzy-haired goths who used to hang out on the steps at the post office. Groove Rider came up there and walked straight out. Wow. Can we get one for Groove Rider? He shat himself, says Dave. Hopefully. Actually, speaking of the rider. Any of you who've been around for an awfully long time, you and seen Groove Rider, like in the late 1900s, he used to wear some outrageous shit. When Groove Rider would come to Perth, we'd all be like, what's Groove Rider going to wear? He was a fashionista. Leather chaps, says Dave Jackson. That was on the ensemble. Leather chaps on the bottom with arse, not arse-less, arsed chaps. But on the top, it's always some kind of a sheer affair. You know, like if you were to make a little jacket out of like pantyhose and pair it with some arsed chaps, the rider, that's what he was wearing. Big gold rings, and you just be like, I'm wearing a fucking tracksuit. I am a scumbag. And the rider would smell like dub plates and Burberry Brit. Exotic, smoking silk cut, and we were just Australian fucking scumbag ravers on fucking too many green Mitsubishis. And Ryder would stroll in and just be like, he wouldn't talk to anyone. You'd just be like, shit. Ryder. Actually, the first night that I met my raving crew, April 20th, I think it was, 1999. It was a Groove Rider night at a club in Perth, which was called The Globe, or the back room was Gravity at that stage. And I'd been trying to get all my punk rock and metal and stoner rock friends to come to raves with me, and they were like, nah. And then I started going on, like, I was on IRC, Internet Relay Chat, all the time. And I was like, oh, there's like ravers on here. So I found where the ravers were and then befriended. I don't know how I befriended some of them, but I was like, I really want to go to drum and bass gigs, so I got to meet drum and bass people. And the best way to do that was on Internet Relay Chat. And then I went to this gig, and it was a Groove Rider gig, and I met them all out the front, and I was like, fuck, wow. Like all these fucking, oh, yeah, like cyberpunk looking dudes with spiky hair and fucking yellow sunglasses. And I was like, these are my peeps. This is my new rave gang. And yeah, we all went to this Groove Rider gig. They were called the 0160 crew. And I remember they got a shout out, and I was like, wow, they're like fucking seriously cool. Wow. I could tell stories forever. Tell stories forever. Tell stories forever. Or I could play some songs. Actually, that night, Dave Jackson may remember this, because I bet you went to the night after, Dave. Friday night was Groove Rider. Interjector MC'd, and then the Saturday night after that was Cold Cut, and I went to both, and I didn't sleep in between those two things happening. And then I stayed up all of Sunday as well and went to a drum and bass night on Sunday night. This is why I am how I am. This is why I'm undefeatable. I did more Mitsubishis than a car dealership that fucking weekend, and I was just like, back to work on Monday we go. Tuesday was not so good, but hey. This is the very first Hospital Records release. Hospital Recordings number 1. It's the sound of the London Electricity, but before, when they were called the Peter Nice Trio. And that Sunday, when I was dazed and confused, fear and loathing in the northern suburbs of Perth, I would have been playing this song while smoking a stogie and eating my bogies. Just hoping for that little residual come up. You feel me? If you've been there, you can't judge. You wouldn't. If you haven't been there, you can't judge. Spiders and vinegaroons. Gets to that time on a Sunday when you're like, did you hear that? What? Did you say something? Nah, dude. Fusel said, did you just see that? I haven't did you just see that story. Tater was the one who got in trouble for walking too fast. You damn fast walkers. Missioning, as we called it. We also called it that. And his girlfriend at the time was the Talker. Oh man, the Talker. The Talkers were always really good at Snake on the Nokia 5110. They complete a perfect game of Snake while talking 1,000 words per minute. User wants to hear my did you just see that story? Well, before my raving days when I was like 18, I had a 1975 Holden Kingswood station wagon. You could fit 3 across the front, 3 across the back, and you could fit 2 in the back. So I found myself being the designated driver on the regular. I'd ask everyone to put in $2 for petrol. And I would drive us into the city because I wasn't a big drinker. And all my friends were really glad I wasn't a big drinker because I had the biggest car so I could fit us all in. But what I didn't tell them was whilst I wasn't a big drinker, I really liked taking acid. So you could go through like a random breath test and the police would pull you up and they'd be like, they'd be like,
Hey there, buddy. Have you had anything to drink?
and I'd go, nah, dude.
Are you sure you gotta fucking blow into the machine? I'm a policeman. And you're a little young cunt. You been drinking?
Nah, bro, I'm straight as a dice. But I'd be fucked off my head on microdots. Usually I'd have half of one when we got to a venue, usually. And it was just enough to sort of trip you out for a bit and you'd be like, wow. And you know your mates are fucking drinking. And so then we get back in the car after. We used to leave pretty early, I guess, probably about 1 o'clock because I was still surfing all the time. I was only 18. And the venue that we used to go to, Dave Jackson will remember this, it was called Arcadia. fucking cesspit of a place. And so we'd be driving home and I'd be just still buzzing a bit on acid, but I could drive, not like when you're stoned and you drive 13 miles an hour and you're like, shit. You feel like you're going 300 miles an hour. I was cool with it. But I was driving down this road, a 4-lane road, 2 lanes either side, and I swear down all the streetlights exploded.
Damn.
And I said, whoa, did you see that? And all my friends were like, did we see what? And I was like, oh, fuck, man, that was crazy shit. All the streetlights just exploded. And as the last word rolled out of my mouth, I just looked at them and I was like, oh, fuck, I've given too much away here. That was the last time I was the designated driver.
Ever find yourself sometimes doing the same thing, walking the same old line, looking back on yesterday and dreaming the same dream, wishing away the time. Then you answer your feelings and look deep inside. You know there's got to be meaning, or are we here for the ride?
Yeah, I didn't have to drive much after that. They just elected to drink drive instead. I thought that was fucking crazy. But all of those group of friends, I really only see one of them. They all lost their driver's licenses for one of them lost his license for 20 years. 20 fucking years. And, they all got arrested multiple times. And I had to abandon this fucking group of friends when I was about 20. I actually ran into the father of one of those guys just yesterday. And I said, I see my old mate, your son, a couple of times a year. And he said, well, you see him more than I do. So I was like, oh, fuck. Sometimes you just got to cut out some bad seeds, you feel me? Yeah, 20 years, lost his license. He was going to go to jail for it. I think it was about the 5th time that it had been done for drink driving, and the police were like, you're a fucking spaz. You're going to jail. And he had a baby, and his wife wasn't working, and so they took pity on him, but they banned him for 20 years. He somehow got it back now, so I guess it isn't really 20 years, but like when you get sentenced to 20 years in jail and you do 8. I don't know. I remember driving through Fremantle. It's part of Perth, but I guess you'd call it a different town, technically. Hang on a sec. Dave Jackson says, I just learnt today Jazz.art did the artwork on Another Planet. What's the story there? Surely that was your doing. I fucking don't remember anything about that artwork, Dave. I remember the mock-ups of it where there was we were adding in the robots and shit. But I can't remember anything else other than when it arrived. There's 3 of us as robots. Yeah. Narrowmind, that dude. Yes. Okay, I do remember this now. Thank you. That's fucking all I remember. I remember Rob showing me some mock-ups because we were still living in a house together. And I was like, that's fucking sick. I think it might have been organised by Fresh and Katie T-Board from Breakbeat Chaos. Anyway, actually, speaking about, if you want to talk about having to break up with friends, the friends I'm talking about, I've actually remembered the time that I had to break up with this whole group of friends. We were down the beach and they had this thing where they would always try and delay getting to the beach to go surfing. And I was always in a hurry to go surfing because the earlier in the morning you go, generally speaking, in Australia, the better the conditions are to go surfing. So I was always like, hurry up. And Steve, my mate, he was always dragging his heels and I was like, what the fuck? And he was doing it on purpose because the liquor store opened at 9 o'clock in the morning down on the beach. And he was longing it out so he could go and get a couple of tall bottles of beer. And I was just like, fuck's sake. That's why. Because I'm just going to stop in and just grab a couple of roadies. I'd be like, roadies? We're at the beach. We're going surfing. And, he'd have to drink tall bottles, 750ml. You know, he needed to drink 2 of those to get his buzz on. And I was like, right. And then, so he had some in the car. We went surfing. He came out. He drank them. And then I was like, you're not driving us all home, are you? Because you've drunk now 1.5 liters of beer. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, look, man, I'll just drive your car to my house and let myself out. And then you can do what the fuck you want after that because I don't care. And this was a big issue. It caused a problem. Like, we had a fight over this shit. And there's 3 of them and 1 of me. And I'm like, I'm driving. And they'd all drunk the same amount. And they're like, just get in the fucking car, dude. And I was like, nah, not doing it. I'll fucking drive myself in your car. But I'm not going to be a passenger in a, drink driving. I could have walked home. It would have taken about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Pretty far. Maybe 10 or 12 Ks. And I was like, nah, fuck you cunts. I'm not doing it. I fucking hate drink driving. I don't want to have an accident or any of that shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, we just fell out over it. And that was almost the last time I saw those dudes. Like, we didn't hang out much after that at all. I felt like I moved on from that. And then one by one, they all sort of got arrested, lost their licenses multiple times. It was just dumb, you know. Sometimes you got to move on from shitty friends. But we're cool now, 30 years later, 28 years later. But I didn't go through all that shit. I didn't lose my license. I didn't get arrested ever. You know, we were hectic fucking young kids, but I seemed to get away with everything. I was a little smarter.
There's a field in the spring.
So don't be afraid to get rid of shitty friends.
Touch of home,
Nicer ones will come along.
a new beginning. Time's racing by, I knew, but as it crossed my mind, I thought we all had.
Let's play some nice songs, huh? Thank you, Ashvin. I'm just getting warmed up. Can I do a mix? Still not using record boxed files, so nothing should be looping right, but I'll see. To the mic junglist on the bits, thank you. Respect. You never heard this before. Get the chicken skin on this one. August 23, Inertia. This is the second drop.
Together we can have it all with every
looking for something.
Time to share a love like this. We've gone beyond the boundaries. It's all in your hands. There's enough for everyone and more to go around. You will be forever free with all this love lost.
I always was confused because there was a happy hardcore song by DJ Stompy called Cheese Forever. And then I was like, where did he steal this song from? And it turns out he stole it entirely from that song and really just sped it up and made a happy hardcore song out of it, which was confusing because I was used to the fast version, which is this. I mean, so Chad, that last song was by Rebecca, who's an Italian Eurodance singer, and they attempted to make a big 90s Eurodance album, but in the year 2000 it was too late. But this is DJ Stompy, and this was called Cheese Forever. I don't remember if this came out or not, but I can remember hearing the happy hardcore version going, that's wicked. Where did he get those vocals? But not only did he get the vocals, he fucking stole everything, which is very happy hardcore of him. I mean, there it is. It goes so well faster though, doesn't it?
We are the ones to make it right. We are the people of our time. We hold a future in our hands. We are the ones to make it right. We are the people of our time. We hold a future in our hands. We have the love to build upon. Together we can have it all. With every step we're moving on and on.
It's so good. Oh, he slowed it down. Cheeky fucker. You might recognize something familiar about the next breakdown on the next song. Especially you, Silico Sounds.
I was sent to outer space to find another happy place. Now I'm left here all alone, million miles away from home, floating through the galaxy, all the stars in front of me. Now I'm left here all alone, million miles away from home. I was sent to outer space to find another happy
bit in the breakdown, and there's a bit coming that you might recognise as well.
Million miles away from home, I'm floating through the galaxy. All the stars in front of me. Now I'm left here all
I'm not sure if you're ready, but it's now.
miles away from home.
I can see all the stars just shine on me when I dream a little fantasy. When I fly in the sky with the birds so high, and it makes me feel like ecstasy. Feels like ecstasy in my fantasy. Will this feeling last forever when I dream my little fantasy? Na 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 na. Feels like ecstasy in my fantasy. Will this feeling last forever when I dream my little fantasy?
Farewell to the glitch bitch. Refusal, where would I do that? Can you imagine? If I went this varied. I am actually doing a night on the 28th of December at the Rosemount. Oh my God, Scarborough Markets, I couldn't imagine anything worse. fella who did this remix was called Quest. Euphony is the original artist, called Space Invader. Quest sadly passed away shortly after this remix was done. Josh, not yet. Refusal, both. I did it last year on Boxing Day. It was called Rinseltown. And I did it 2 years before that as well. Yeah. Just like that. 2 hours, 11 minutes into a Saturday night stream. Hope you're having a lovely time. Did not expect I was going to end up in the region of happiest hardcorist, but here I is. Refusal precisely. No more Breakfest, so we're doing Rinseltown and it's great. Last year was fantastic. 3 rooms. I think there was 27 DJs and every single one of them played vinyl. Has anyone seen Jenny Rave or DJ Muppet Fucker lately? Where are they? They were at Paris Disneyland, I hear. If you've got American Disneyland, I think everything after that's going to be a bit shit. But maybe some people are just like Disneyland people. Motherfucker is Austin, yes. I could get so much cheesier than this as well. I don't even mind.
When I found myself in times of trouble, my guardian angel comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. The ups and downs, the pain and anger, my guardian angel is there for me, singing words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, to set me free. There must be an answer, let it be.
Don't doubt me.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, for us to see. The sun will shine tomorrow, let it be. Like a maniac. In times of trouble, my guardian angel comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. The ups and downs, the pain and anger, my guardian angel is there for me, singing words of wisdom, let it be.
I love that there's 30 people have left since I started playing Happy Hardcore. Bye.
Think of you and I know your love is real. I miss your emotion. Take me to heaven with the way you make me feel. And it's the way you make me feel.
Graphic Tendency says it's fucking awful.
Now that
That's the point, I think. But it made so many people happy.
think of you,
So is it bad?
love is real. I miss your emotion. Take me to heaven with the way you make me feel. Love and devotion.
It absolutely did.
Love and devotion. Whoa, yeah.
I can guarantee you, Happy Hardcore
Think of you and I know you
has made more people happy
miss your
than anything you've ever done in your entire life to date. 100% guaranteed.
make me feel.
Even if you get Foo username and Graphic Tendencies and mash them together,
Yeah.
you're not even close to how happy this has made people.
Take me to heaven.
I guarantee you. It sounds cheesy now, it sounded cheesy then. Army.
Think of you and I know your love is real. I miss your emotion. Take me to heaven with the way you make me feel. Love and devotion. Love and devotion. Whoa, yeah. Think of you and I know your love is real. I miss your emotion. Take me to heaven with the way you make me feel. Love and devotion. Love and devotion. Whoa,
I know this is not for anyone, not for everyone, but I've got something better for you. Now tell me, you.
Now tell me, do you have any money? I wanna spend all your money at the gay bar.
I don't want to spend all of your money. Just your gay money. Refusal, no one knows and no one asks. very rude friend says, please play a Bella Ciao or make own remix. Ash Finkter says, what?
Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just waiting for this girl to bring my daughter back. They went to the mall or something. Yo, well, Nokio and Jazz is on the Baltimore bus with Reggie Ray. But Wood's gonna fly in. Yeah, man, I'm not even thinking about it because we're just sitting there and I'm just, hold on, boo. Wondering, wait a minute, hold on, dog. What's up?
What's this?
This thing right here is letting all the ladies know what guys talk about. You know, the finer things in life. Check it out. Ooh, that dress so scandalous, and you know I never couldn't handle it. So you're shaking that thing like who's the ish, with the look in your eyes so devilish. You like to dance on the hip hop spots, and you cruise to the cruise like connect the dots. Not just urban, she liked the pop, cause she was living la vida loca. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? Baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? All night long. Let me see that thong, baby. That thong. I like it when the beat goes. Baby, make your booty go. That thong. That girl's so scandalous, and I know I never handle it. And she's shaking that thing like who's the ish, with a look in the eye so devilish. She like to dance till the hip hop spots. She cruise to the cruise and connect the dots. Not just urban, she liked the pop, cause she was living la vida loca. She had dumps like a truck. Guys like what? Baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Guys like what? All night long. Let me see that thong.
Rinse out. Rinse out.
Baby, move your butt. Nigga sing it again, cause she had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? Baby, move your butt. Nigga sing it again. Come on.
This is disgusting. Good, but really quite bad also. Can't. That's enough. It's just disgusting. What a dirty man.
Rinse out. Rinse out.
Valentine. Where is she? Where's Valentine?
Rinse out.
I saw a time check in there, 2.5. Hello. out Mars. Happy 5 years. You should probably be doing that, yeah.
such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that throws me to the ground. I swear that you should hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound.
Onibabako Sushi-san. Oni-san. Konbanwa. Genki desu ka? Welcome, Raiders. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Big raid. Thank you.
So young, so how are you to know? No. You're a carrier of the light inside of you. Glows green in the pitch black night. Can't tell anyone is hurting you. So hold it in, cover up, pull up your sheets. A torpedo cruising in the ocean, and soon it's due. So I got to sit up, for my heart to come down. So I got to sit up, for my heart to come down. The ghoulish entities, they come floating through the walls. Ghostly enemies, they come floating through your door. And the ghoulish entities, they come floating through the wall. From the past, and there's someone right before you, like the ghost of Christmas past. I was always floating around, go with the flow without ever knowing where I wanna be. So I go into crazy situations. A loyal soldier who acts, but never asks. Why am I flying on my back? With the moon looking down. Where's my bed? Where's anything at all? And why's the ceiling gonna black? The ghoulish entities, they come floating through the walls. Ghostly enemies, they come floating through your door. And the ghoulish entities, they come floating through the wall. From the past, and there's someone right before you, like the ghost of Christmas past. So the days when anything's coming, the place you go, and you can't breathe. You're chasing ghosts. So when they come back, you never ask. I just saw the soul. When they come back, but never ask. The ghoulish entities, they come floating through the walls. Ghostly enemies, they come floating through your door. And the ghoulish entities, they come floating through the wall. From the past, and there's someone right before you, like the ghost of Christmas past.
Wow. 3 hours. Actually, not tired at all, but I need to be, if that makes sense. They played in Perth last year, but there's only one of them now. Joe, pick up on your 53rd month. Hello. Much respect. First heard this song on a mixtape I downloaded from a Canadian DJ called Marty McFly. It took me like 20 years to find what this song was. I eventually asked Aston Harvey from the Freestylers, maybe more than 20 years. I asked him, what's this fucking song? He goes, oh yeah, I made that. I was like, God's sake. Couldn't believe it. Like, why didn't I just ask him 25 years ago? It's got Navigator MC on it. It's a freestyle. It's called Space Invader. Yeah, Marty McFly did this DJ mix I downloaded when I was working at an ISP in the 90s. And I was like, who's this guy? I'll download his mix. Yeah, Refusal, I'd say this one was well and truly before that. I got one more and then I'm out. I'm out. Thank you for tuning in, friends. 3 hours of power. I don't think we'll ever see another gig at Belvoir Amphitheatre. I believe the woman who owned the place has passed. And it's in some kind of limbo. She was trying to sell it for ages. I think she wanted something insane like $60 million or something. You can't fucking take it with you. As I got older, my desire to venture out there got less and less, I must be honest. I think it'd be quite hard to get people to go out there for a gig these days, even if it was on. Of course, this only means anything to people in Perth, and there's only about 3 of us currently here. Fair play, Josh. Have you been to a gig at the Red Hill Auditorium, though? It's a fucking mission. One more for me. Much respect, All the Massive. Hey, you noticed there was no stream cutouts? Mods, did you notice that? Because I changed it off of the fucking DJ program. Not a single cutout the last 2 streams as well. Fucking Twitch. Okay, friends. Last one from me. I'll see you on the next one. I didn't say hello to Jock. Hello, Jock. And goodbye. See you later. 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 Straight back at you, gang. 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 Straight back at you, gang.
Started something in my soul. Only you started something, and you know, changed my direction to affection, and it showed. I became lost in your music.
degenerate into marketing purposes because I said so. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bullshit. 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 Okay, catches. Bye bye. Bye bye.